We are going on Fabric Quest 2014 to get some fabric to make a fake gypsy tent. Now, we are going on it, not James, because James has a headache, so I am driving his van. I also have a headache, but apparently not as bad as James does. Poor James.
Kathleen has written a video about a gypsy woman in a tent, kind of, and being as that's not a common sight around these parts, we are building a set in our studio space of a tent. So we went and bought a whole bunch of entertaining fabrics.
Well, half a tent.
And now we're here. Yeah, we're going to build half a tent. In that we're going to build sort of basically a semicircle of tent-looking structure and then film within it. So the plan is to run a bunch of sort of cords across the room that we can drape the fabric over and hopefully make it look like it's sort of kind of half of a tenty thing. This is only for one sheet, what I'm explaining right here, right? But we tether a length of cord, right? If you're looking at the sheet from straight on, you pinch the sheet up somewhere, and then it comes down, and then you hang it over that cord, and then the rest of it drops. So from the side, it would look like this. And that's the cord.
Where are we going to actually tether those ropes around the room?
Well, that was going to be part of what we were figuring out.
Eyelets?
Yeah, we have all these old E&N eyelets in the ceiling that we can use.
So,
just sort of abandon them there.
if we do...
Because it needs to have more structure than a teepee, or else there won't be enough room.
We could put something into the middle of it. We can do some string from the ceiling, and then we could drape it across to our other supports.
True. We may not need a ceiling.
I don't think we need a ceiling, really.
The ceiling might be good for like light, though.
Well, but we can be better without it, because then we can actually have we can put the light, extend the thing up, and actually, like a studio, light from above.
Yeah.
We have those bags in the streaming office that we meant to fill with like rocks or sand or something.
Yep. Maybe it's time to fill them with rocks and sand.
Well, not right now probably, because there's no rocks and sand very close.
Well, like, if we just have one more stand, isn't that gonna...
Yeah, that'll make like a semicircle.
I mean,
Costumes.
like, just drape something over it and see what happens. I don't actually think it needs to be weighted down all that much.
So we've got to figure out a way to make sure it's not going to... I guess that's where the staples come in.
I think it might be in the felt.
They're essentially performing the same function as a sandbag, just more yellow.
I'm looking for that little crappy grappling hook that we made, because that's 3 hooks, right?
Oh, yeah.
That we tape together. Here's some other rope. Maybe that would be good.
Yeah. There's no tool that does that. I mean, you could pre-drill, which would make it easier.
Well, the other thing now I can do is this. Then you go like,
Yeah, that's basically the tool you use for that.
yeah, it's a little tricky because it's a little more tricky with a hook than at least. Which is actually going to be easier.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Wow, James, you really saved us from putting a lot of work into this that we wouldn't have needed to put in. Good thinking.
You know, we do call him the fixer.
Well, James is very practically minded. He built the checkpoint desk. This is why I wanted to do strings, right? Because it's also to support the
additional.
And then...
Look what we built. It'll look much better on film than it does now. I was like, hey Kathleen, what should I wear? What's my character? Am I just a guy? She's like, oh, you're just a guy. So I guess I'm just a guy. So I'm just a guy who has a job. He doesn't like his coworker very much. Like, a lot, apparently. So, you know. Also, I can't see shit out of these glasses.
Yorick.
So as you can see, I'm not looking so much like an old crone at the moment. In fact, I have my regular makeup on, which is for a reason. Like, we're going to start out the video, and most of the video I'm going to be like, you know, but when I actually drop the act, that of course I whip off my wig, and amazingly, I look like a normal human being again, which I think will be a fun effect, right? That as soon as I take off the wig, suddenly I look like way younger and don't have like dark circles under my eyes and stuff like that. So, you know, hopefully it works, but we're gonna film the end of the video first, and then I'm gonna go back upstairs and make myself look awful, and then come down and film the beginning of the video. I think a low, scratchy voice is better than a crone voice.
Yeah, I like the low scratchy.
Ground control to major spot.
This is ground control. Major spot. We've had reports that
You're
you're
such a
actually a ceramic dog, not an astronaut.
How do you respond to these allegations? Woof.
You wouldn't say woof. He's a ceramic dog. He doesn't say anything.
I'm pretty sure it's made of resin.
It's on my T4.
You pay taxes?
Whoa! Watch it, buddy. So that'll be $89.99 plus tax, and gratuity is not required, but it is accepted.
Really?
Hey, this is the service industry.
Jesus Christ.
And just the bottom of it just sticking out of my mouth.
Smoke coming out your ears.
Alright, so now I have to make myself look haggard. And I have some makeup here. But luckily, lots of purples. The worst colors. And browns. I have no idea what I'm doing. I just want to look real bad when I'm done. See, the problem is I don't want to use my actual brushes to do any of this because use my actual brushes to actually put on my makeup, right? I don't want to have them covered in awful colors and then I like foul up my makeup when I'm trying to get out of the house quickly.
Let's clean off your canvas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. You look like a skull.
Okay. I mean, that's something.
Hey Kathleen.
Yes.
Perfect.
See, this is why when actors actually do method acting, they get in the voice and they don't fucking ever drop the voice because it's really hard to come in and know that.
Ace of Pentacles.
They
This
look
is
so
this is the
cool.
legit thing. This is the real. This is the
real in quotations.
the Rider Tarot deck, also known as the Waite Tarot or Rider Waite. The famous 78 card tarot deck. By the way, this has 28 major arcana and 56 lesser arcana.
Yeah, they're not fucking you around on those lesser arcana.
Yeah, which Paul was pointing out in the car. You know, sometimes you only get like 40 lesser arcana, and then what the hell do you do? Nothing. Useless.
I need
need
you to help me with my job.
Come in, come in.
I heard you could help me.
Cat hair in my makeup brushes. Where did that come from? Baxter.